Rukzuk. Simply powerful web design.
Hi, this is Max from rukzuk, and I want to talk to you about responsive design in rukzuk. So, how can I make sure my slides look great on all screen sizes? The first thing to note here is responsive design in rukzuk works desktop first, which means I'll build out my site on the big screen on my desktop, and then I go and make the browser window smaller and adjust things as needed. And I do that with these buttons here on the right. So I've got my default resolution, which is my desktop basically, and then I've got my three smaller breakpoints. So I've got 980, 750, 500 for a tablet, smartphone, maybe a smaller smartphone. I can also do this manually. I can just drag this left and right with my mouse, and as you can see, the breakpoints on the right update automatically as I hit them. I can also change these if I want it. These are the default that come with rukzuk. I can click here and change them. So 980 is fine, 750 is fine, and let's do, I don't know, let's do 550 instead. Alright, I can also change names if I want it. Not going to do that. Hit save. Now, as you can see, these buttons have updated. This now says 550. So let's go back up to default, and let's look at the site that I've got here, Cafe by the Lake. I've designed this, it's done. Now I want to go in and make it responsive. So I go in, I hit the, and I go to the 980 breakpoint. Looks fine to me. So let's go down one further, 750. And now, as you can see, these images here start to get a bit small. So let's change that. I click on my image gallery, or click on it over here in the tree view, hit properties, go to layout, and now as you can see, these settings are grayed out, but I can click this and change this to columns, for example. Let's give it a bit less spacing as well. Now, as you can see, these red icons have showed up. These mean that these settings that I've made only come into effect on the red breakpoint, which in my case is 750. So we've got the red breakpoint, the red icon. If I go above 750, it snaps back to default. Once I hit 750, it goes to 2 columns. And when I hit 550, it keeps 2 columns, as you can see. So stuff is always inherited downwards, not upwards. Right. So let's go back to default. And let's change the style, because these responsive settings not only work with module settings, but also with styles, which is very useful, obviously. So go in, click on this headline. It's already got a font style here. And let's say I wanted to change the color of this headline on the different breakpoints. It's black by default. This is German for black. So let's go to 980. Again, this is grayed out. Let's click on this. Let's say blue. And again, it's got the blue icon for the blue breakpoint. Let's go to 750. Change this again to gray. And now it's got the red icon for the red breakpoint. Now, when I resize this, it should, once I hit 980, yep. Once I hit 980, it turns blue. When I go back to default, it turns black. Right, and that pretty much covers how responsive web design works in rukzuk. Go have fun with it.